Well, I've just come back from doing a lot of walking and I now have this to say. Get outside and go in nature. Just, for me, today what I did was, I was doing a lot of exploring. I found a new couple of places here and there, like a park, like a hidden park, basically. Which is actually really interesting. It's a park that you wouldn't really be able to find unless you pay a lot of attention. It's that sort of park, which I've actually experienced before, but not with this new one that was. It's not new, but not with this one that I've seen today. I really liked it. I really liked just going there, and there was actually an old man that I was speaking to. He was with his dog, and he had this tool that he could throw the tennis ball that he had, and the dog would go and chase it. I was actually throwing. The guy kindly enough let me throw the ball around. One thing in particular that I'm thinking of right now is about the fact when he was asking me, what do? I said, I don't feel comfortable. And then I said, I don't feel comfortable with letting you know, or something along the lines of that. He doesn't need to know that the job status is unemployed, but I'm on the way to that, being self-employed with this. But anyway, I said I was in I explained I was in a customer service role. I lied. He doesn't need to know. But I've actually been thinking about that, and in my head, I'm now thinking of saying, if someone were to ask me, oh, what do you do? I could say I make movies related to exercise. That's what I do. Because sooner or later, this thing's gonna pay. It actually is. Especially with seeing like how the views today, they've spiked up in one of the videos I made today called Almost Ready, referring to the protein shake because it was turning from foam to liquid. I made that video to just let people know how it worked, because the first picture I took of the protein shake, it just blended, so it was foam, but then it was turning from foam to liquid. Hence, I made that Almost Ready post, rather than just the post of which the protein powder was just foam, which is actually still here, still on the table. But now it's done. I've drunk it. I haven't had anything to eat since, but I'm gonna go get something, and when I'll make myself something, and when I do, I'll make a picture of it to upload, not for the sake of views, but when I'm doing these things, it's only because just to be able to keep track of what I've been eating, and to, in a sense, keep me accountable. I haven't ever done it in this way before, but I think this is gonna work. This, taking pictures and uploading them onto YouTube of what I've been eating, not only shows other people what's been going in and out of the system, but it shows me, more importantly. That's more important to me than anything. It shows me what's been going in and out of the system, and I have a log, basically, of what's been happening. I haven't actually explained, but I'm recording this with the grey, the grayscale zoom filter on the iPhone. I've taken a picture of it. I've taken a picture on this filter and it came out in color. So I'm thinking that the same thing's gonna happen with this one. If it doesn't, big fucking deal. But anyway, yeah. So I was talking to this guy and he asked, what do I do? I did lie. I said I was working a customer service role, even though the job status is unemployed. And even though I have actually worked that role in the past once. Yeah, he doesn't need to know. The main, but from now on, instead of lying, I'm gonna actually say I make movies. That's what I do. Through these, I make these movies related to exercise and just talking about what I'm thinking of. The main point of why I actually wanted to make this video is completely different though. In my head now, I'm just thinking about the lie. I did lie. Even though he was a cool guy, in my head I was just thinking, nah, he doesn't need to know. But in the past, when I was in the gym, for example, and I was talking about this channel, I told the truth. But yeah, I never got that guy's name. Even though we were getting on quite well, I didn't actually get that guy's name. I purposefully didn't get his name because I thought, you know what, I may enjoy the memory more if I just don't get this guy's name. And we may see each other again if I go to that park. It was pretty cool. And then as we were talking, as I was using that tool to throw and improving my accuracy in being able to throw the tennis ball, it was a long tool, a long stick, not like this pen, but obviously much longer and much wider. And then it was like a small cup that it was like a bend like this, and then you could pick up the tennis ball with it and then throw the tennis ball quite far. I was improving my accuracy with that. And then as we were talking, there was what seemed to be like a derelict football not pitch, like it's like a five-a-side sort of pitch, but it was pavement. It was like a basketball court, as a little like a small basketball court sort of look. And this was to the left of us, and further to the left, if you turn your head more to the left, there was a group of teenagers there, which I didn't shy away from looking at. You think, what the hell are you talking about? Just go and look at the day 80 log for references to where that's come from. But I'll summarize it here very basically. I may or may not have. I think I have. Over what happened last year, as I explained in the day 80 log, I could have genuinely built a fear of teenagers. Yeah, I may look like it. I'm 20 years old. I may look like one, but I'm not one, not anymore. You may say, oh, I'm not far from one, but yeah, I genuinely think I did build a fear of teenagers, but that's gone now, I think. Even though I saw them, I didn't shy away from looking. I went to that area where they were nearby anyway. I think very, very deep down, from those events that happened last year, from the dreams that my family members had, and telling me that family members and family friends had, telling me that I was going to pass away if I kept on going to the skate park, which I talk about in day 80, that's what I'm talking about. And me avoiding the skate park because of it. And also hearing a racist comment there, I genuinely could have built a fear of teenagers, young teenagers, like around 15 years old. But now I think that's almost, if it hasn't, I'm pretty sure it has. But yeah, I think that's completely gone now. Also today, let me get this main point over and done with, and then I'll speak about what happened. Let me just make a note of the extra thing I want to speak about. So yeah, I was out in nature, right? It was so amazing. I just felt more at peace. And with that Joseph thing again that I referred to in day 80, I was thinking, if anyone... I saw someone in the skate park. And this is where that thought came from. After actually lying down and getting more in touch with nature, I was thinking, when I saw this guy, I was thinking, it's not Joseph, it was someone else that I was actually on more than okay terms with. He let me know of where the gym I now go to is. So in my head I was thinking, seeing as he's related to the skate park, as I've seen him there and I've spoken to him there, I was thinking, you know what, if anyone tries to question me about what's gone on and the fact that I called him fat, I said he was fat to one of his friends, then they could fucking come at me. Like, that happened maybe like May last year when I said that to one of his friends. Yeah, they can if they want to. The reason why I pause when saying that is because, well, why did that happen in the first place? Well, in my head, I've always, when reflecting on the situation, I've always thought that guy never liked me to begin with and I was feeling some sort of way. That doesn't mean that, you know, so fucking what, he's fat, big deal. There was no need to feel so fearful because I said that, but I understand where it came from. Because basically after that event where Joseph, approached me with his 3 boys, I thought that the dreams of me being murdered was a prophecy instead of a warning. So I understand where the fear came from. But yeah, that was never a big deal. Just like how the sister I had this serious conversation with a few days ago said, it never was a big deal, but I feel happy that I've gone through that situation because it's now allowed me to, I've now gone through that, which means that if anything were to happen like that, if I were to go through something like that, something similar in the future, because of what I've said, then that would mean I'm more prepared for it. And I'm much more I'm much more emotionally stable and mentally stable to go through that, especially with these experiences, thinking, nope, it's not that big a deal, you know what, just move on. There's no need to go and escalate the situation if I were to see him or whoever it is in the future. Not that I'd go and personally, not that I'd try and take shit or kick up fuckery at people's doors, but if someone were to question me on something like that again, they can come at me. But yeah, when I was actually walking down the road coming back home, usually with teenagers or very young like kids, I'd have that physical adrenaline rush a little bit, very slightly, which is very similar to the rush that I experienced when Joseph approached me with his 3 boys. It was basically the same, exactly the same. But now, when I was walking home, just very recently, just a few minutes ago, it'll probably be later because this is going to take some time to upload. Yeah, I didn't feel that fear response to that adrenaline at all, which means, as far as I'm concerned, I'm progressing. So I've got to give myself a pat on the back, which actually reminds me to get back to the main topic of this video, which is getting out in nature. By that I mean, allow yourself to just lie in some grass. If you want to, you can get a mat, that's cool. But I mean, I'd rather actually lie on the grass, unless you can clearly see that there's like cat shit and pigeon shit everywhere, then okay, that's more than fair enough, fine. But the reason why I'm saying this anyway, and the reason why I've actually made this video in the first place, is because this just has allowed me to feel more at peace, and it led me to that thought of, if anyone has any problems and they try and question me, they can fucking come at me. I've never thought of that with regards to that situation, ever, never. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing to be scared of. But lying down in nature and getting in touch with reality has allowed me to actually understand that and realize that. I now also understand that when it comes to these sorts of addictions, like the YouTube addiction I had, for example, I really think it's gone now. Even though it's been an extremely short while, less than 24 hours, in which I haven't watched a YouTube video, I now know the solution. I can just go outside, sit down in some nature, lie down more importantly, and take my shoes off and walk around, really feel the grass beneath my feet. Touch the leaves, touch trees, put your hands on the trees. You'd never think that touching different types of leaves would actually be interesting, but to me it actually is, because of all of the different feelings that you can get when touching leaves. I found it interesting, and I enjoyed the how much I was starting to get back, how much I felt like I was getting back into reality when I was touching leaves in the recent past, when I would just walk around. But now I've taken it to a new level. I enjoyed it before, even recently, like a few days ago or a few weeks ago, I enjoyed touching different types of leaves before. I've actually washed my hands because of that. Wash my hands to stay hygienic and that. But this is taking it to a new level where I've just sat out in nature and just allowed myself to really get in touch with reality, instead of being in all of that fucking big technology, being on this technology, the phone, or being in a massive piece of technology called a car. Fuck that, it's just too much. I'd rather be in touch with reality, touching trees, lying down on grass, especially on a sunny day like this. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's the main point of the video done. From now on, I'm absolutely going to do that. And as far as I'm concerned, I genuinely think that if you haven't tried it, that's the cure to a YouTube addiction. Go outside in nature, lie down in grass and take your shoes off. Take your shoes off and enjoy the feeling of the nature, the grass below you, the soil below you, the grass and soil. Touch some trees, run around like a kid. I've never really ran around in the park before, because I really want to I'm just enjoying myself that much. I've never done that until today, or at least recently. That's something that you really only see kids do, but they are loving it, and I loved it as well. There's no way the children aren't loving just doing that. Oh, by the way, that's reminding me, I found a place. It is a playground park. It's not a calisthenics park, unfortunately, and unfortunately sometimes there are little kids there, but that's not a big deal. I really like that I found this place. I have been there in the past, but I didn't really pay it no mind. I paid it no mind, but I really want to go back there very often, because there are monkey bars there that I can improve my back strength on. There's a bit of the gate where it goes like that, which I could do dips on, but there's another park nearby where I can actually do proper dips and pull-ups on where swings are. So yeah, there's also that place to take note of. There actually is proper, it's not, I don't think it's really for dips. You climb up it. There's rope below it, below these dips, below these metal poles that are beneath each other, that are beside each other, here and here. There's a rope that you can climb up, or you can put your feet up as if you're rock climbing, and then, yeah, I could do dips on that, and then I could do pull-ups on the swing bar. It's very solid, so it's not gonna, me doing that won't destroy the swing bar. As far as I'm aware, I don't think it would weaken either, because it's built into the ground and it's very strong. Oh, for a second there, I saw the lint. I thought I cut myself, but no, it's cool. There's actually pieces of, there was like small flat layers of trees which I was also touching on the floor, which I've never done that before. It was really nice, because it was on the floor, along with the fact that I was laying on the floor. I absolutely have washed my hands to keep myself hygienic. I'm not just doing that and then eating as well. No, keep it hygienic, lads and lasses. But yeah, that's, as far as I'm concerned, it's probably like the hardest or the most challenging part of getting through the YouTube addiction is like the first few minutes and the first few hours, especially the first few minutes. where it's like you're trying to stop going on it. But now I really don't think I have that problem anymore, because I now have a solution which I can. I don't think it's not a case of I will. From now on, go out and just lay down in nature, lay down on the grass, just enjoy yourself. And just take some time to enjoy yourself and actually get in touch with nature and reality. That is, it seems like, what's allowing me to feel more peace than I ever have done. It does help I'm not hearing any background noise from my parents' screens, or hearing my parents talk or complain. But yeah, I've absolutely loved this, and I plan to carry on doing this in the future. If there's any solution to be able to solve a YouTube addiction, it seems like it's that you could go to a park and lay down there, and when you lay down, take your shoes off and allow yourself to feel the grass and the soil beneath you. Go around. If you want to run. If you want to jog, run. Go see some shit. Yeah. It makes me think, when I move out, depending on what sort of area I'd want to go to, there must be nature there. First of all, there must be nature there. There must be a calisthenics. There must be a park there where I can lay down and enjoy the nature. There must be a calisthenics park where I could do pull-ups, dips, all sorts of other calisthenics exercises, which I have been to before. I have been to a calisthenics park, but if I'm to move out, I'd certainly explore the area to find one at least nearby. Must be a gym as well. Hospital nearby. It's just got to be very convenient. I don't care about takeaway shops, supermarkets and markets that I can go to, as well as butchers, to be able to get that protein, to get that meat. No homo. You know what? No, I don't. Homo. Yes. What a plot twist. Anyway. Yeah, man, you've got to have all these things, especially when I move out. These things have to. The area wherever I move out to, it's got to have these things. It's got to have the gym, calisthenics park, an actual park. It's got to have, ideally, this calisthenics park has a pull-up bar, which is also there for a bar you could do muscle-ups on, monkey bars too, to improve back strength on. All of that stuff. All of the calisthenics stuff that you could see in like a Brody Gaines or Goku Pump / Akeem Supreme sort of video. Yes, okay. The main message of the video is done. I think because I've taken a long time to get to the main message, I'm gonna put what the main message is in the description, and then yeah, I'll talk about this last one, and then I'm gone. Oh, actually, there's one other thing. As I was talking about the protein shake short that I made today, and it's blown up in views. Instead of just looking at it like, oh my god, it's got this many views, like how I did with the Plank Day 85 Notice 6 video, I've decided that what I needed to do is to further distribute it by adding hashtags in the description. So that may help. I thought, you know what, even though I've done this in the description, I'm not going to do it in the comment section, because that'd be very aggressive tactics for growth. Like how some music videos, I'm looking at my grown hairs here. That's why I twisted my neck like that. I don't want to go and create, I don't want to go about growth tactics aggressively, like how some music videos or instrumentals can, where they just have a whole list of artists, hashtag this artist, hashtag that artist, for basically the entire description. I don't want to go about it in that way, because I thought, oh, that's fucking aggressive. Plus, if I just do a few hashtags, like very important hashtags, that's fine. More people, it eventually will get out there more. By doing that thing alone, it's slowly but surely becoming more distributed. So I've put hashtags on a video that's blown up. That protein shake video, I don't know how many views it has now, but I'll certainly find out. But anyway, last thing before I go, Lola, I think I've spoken about her in a video before, but yeah, we actually met, and I think even though she may not be sexually interested in me, I think she's certainly interested in having some sort of friendship, because she just, I didn't know who was talking to me. She was just walking and then she was speaking to me. We were walking in opposite directions. She sees me before I see her. I was looking at her thinking, I was just looking. In my head, nothing was really happening until I realized, oh, it's Lola. But yeah, I thought I was actually gonna go and do quite an intense session in the gym, which is why I went out anyway, to go to the gym and go for a walk. Yeah, she was saying long time no see. I forgot, she was saying something. She said something else after that, but I don't remember. No, I don't remember. I responded saying, "Oh, I'm actually going to the gym now," and I've thought in the future, as now that I'm following the art of seduction sort of rules, I'm not actually going to say, if that were to happen again, I'd instead say something like I'm going for a long walk or something like that, just to switch things up. That, because not doing so, just saying, "Oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to the gym," over and over again, even if it's true, you could say other things that you're doing instead of that, because that would be pretty, sounds boring. I remember her saying, when we were walking past each other, she said, "Oh, why are you going a long way?" I just shrugged, gave her a smile, and then walked. They carried on walking to the gym. I did some boxing. I really liked the way how the gloves felt, not only in my hands, but also the connection that I got with the gloves to the punching bag. I really like that compared to the more high quality gloves that David has given me from either his bag or Harry's bag. Yeah, Harry's actually allowed me to use one of his weighted skipping ropes, which I think I've spoken about, but when I've asked to borrow a skipping rope as well, David has allowed me to borrow Harry's skipping rope anyway. I don't know if I could do that because I didn't have Harry's permission, but yeah, it's cool. Harry's let me borrow his rope in the past, so I genuinely think it's okay. I'm certainly not stealing. I put the ropes right back. I'm absolutely not stealing from these people. But yeah, I think Lola is pretty interested. Not even sexually, but at least it sounds like she's interested in at least even being an acquaintance, because she saw me and she was voluntarily speaking to me, even though I didn't know it was her at the time. I was just looking like, yeah. But anyway, I think that's it. I have no idea how this has turned into less than half an hour, but it really doesn't, to me, in terms of time perception, it doesn't seem like I've spent less than half an hour just sitting there and talking. It's like it's been like 2 minutes. But anyway, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I've now found what works for me in terms of my cure for the YouTube addiction thing. I think it's gone. I can now just practice that, going outside in nature every single day, going outside and feeling nature, taking my shoes off, allowing myself to feel the grass, and just walking around, lying down as well. yeah. Or even, I don't have to lie down every single time, but yeah, that it certainly does help. And I'm gonna do that every day from now on. It's just the first few hours of getting past that YouTube addiction that's the most difficult. But now that I've actually found a solution which I've followed, I'm not gonna have a problem with that. And I have rules in place to stop me from, no, I have rules in place that prevent me from going back to the YouTube addiction, such as the grayscale filter I'm recording on. It may come out in color, but I'm filming in grayscale. When I'm looking at this camera right now, when I look at the phone, I see black and white, and I think that this is coming out in color. So, yeah, I'm gonna just check before I end. No, after I end the video on the camera roll, I am gonna check. But yeah, from now on, I'm gonna film these videos with the grayscale filter, so that they look less appealing as I create them. But anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace. Please take care of yourselves out there. Do what you need to do in order to grow as a person. Do what you need to do, regardless of your situation. If you're working in that and you're out of touch with reality, and you're hating your job, and you're just you're living for the weekends instead of enjoying your life every single day, then you really need to grow as a person. Do what you need to do. You can start off with exercise. You can start off with going outside in nature and just allowing yourself to think instead of going on the phone. I didn't go on the phone once when I was outside, by the way, just to let you know. Even though I had it in my pocket, I didn't go on the phone once. But yeah, I'm done. Please just go out there and try different things. And if you make the art of transforming your life a daily habit, you will. Automatically, you will. If you take it seriously enough and you really want to transform your life enough, you will do different things and your mentality towards things will change. I was actually speaking to a dog owner, and sometimes in the past, I get that same similar adrenaline rush in my sternum. And the dog owner was speaking to me, and I was like, oh shit, he's right. He was saying that just because a dog's barking doesn't mean that they're angry. Just like how we can shout doesn't mean that we're feeling angry. Doesn't mean that we're trying to like defend or be the aggressor and try and fight people. I've never thought of that. I've never thought of it in that way when it comes to dogs. Just because a dog's barking, they can't speak English. How else are they going to talk? That's what he said. That's what he said for word. How else are they going to talk? And I agree with him. I don't think whenever a dog barks at me again, I don't think I'm ever really going to feel fear. He had a massive dog. Like the dog was so big that he was being pulled to one side and the other because the dog was that big. He was quite small, to be fair. It was a small old man. And he didn't have any teeth. So it was a bit difficult to actually understand what he was saying, but yeah, he was more than pleasant to speak to, even though he didn't look like his clothes looked very dirty. The front of his jeans looked very dirty. But yeah, he was more than alright to speak to. He was actually quite an interesting conversation. As I was walking home, I was thinking, oh shit, yeah, he's right. How else are they going to speak? How did I not realize this before? But yeah, as you stop watching YouTube, and it seems like I'm just speaking to more people as well. I don't know why when I was walking home, I didn't know who it was, but this kid just waved at me. No idea. I mean, I was speaking to a child and his son, but I don't think that it was them. I was speaking to a child and his son and his father. I was speaking to a child and his father because I was just wondering if he'd ever been able to do. Actually, no, it was them because there are multiple kids there. I was wondering if they'd ever been able to swing on the monkey bars before, because I want to learn how to swing on the monkey bars to improve my back strength. Yeah, they both were cool. Both the son and the father. They were pretty cool. Surprise, surprise, I don't think the kid could do pull-ups, but yeah, it was cool. It's solid. When I do this now, I understand. Even though it's a kid, that's more than fine. I know I'm not going there to go and harm the kid or anything like that. That would just be weird. Yeah, I know I don't have ill intentions and I'm not a fucking sicko, so I don't mind that happened. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe you learned something valuable. But anyway, yeah, if you make the art of transforming your life a daily habit, trust me, things will start to change for the better. However you want things to change, they will.